Hello and welcome back to the Fodder Gaming channel where I discuss AR and geolocation mobile games. In today's video, I'm going to go over an email that I received from Ludia about the events of not just next week, but next month as well. Additionally, we have a tournament tomorrow. It's on Friday, and it is going to be uniques and rares level 26 hybrids, I believe. It doesn't matter for the uniques because they're all hybrids, but I think anything goes. Although you're probably going to want to use hybrids anyways. But I'm going to go over the team that I'm going to start with, and as the weekend progresses, it will most likely change because things adjust and things work and things don't. But welcome to Thursday. Before I get into this email from Ludia, I do have to give the disclaimer that says Ludia provided the most recent information available at the time. They are not final and subject to change if necessary. It can always, everything can change. So we have the Alliance Championship. Now, if you are newer to the game or if you're like me and you're just kind of space out sometimes, the Alliance Championship is the tournament championships. And this is a good one because this is some DNA that I'm slowly accumulating, and it's for a creature that I'm definitely going to be using in this weekend's tournament, and that is Skuna. That is right. Skunosaurus is going to be the Alliance Championship creature. So you're going to, over the course of, I don't even know if let's see, August 3rd through September 6th, that it feels like it might be a 5-weeker without looking at a calendar. I don't know. Let me just, and it does actually look like it is a 5-week month for tournaments, the way that it plays out. So somewhere along the way, you're going to have a skills tournament where everything's level 26 and you're going to get coins, and then you're going to have an advantage tournament that is going to give you the components for Skuna, and then we're going to have another skill tournament that's going to be for boosts, and then you're going to have another advantage tournament that is going to be for more DNA. So Skuna is Skula, and who is God? Like this. My brain has completely gone in the garbage. I'm just going to do this the easy way, okay? So in the first advantage tournament, you're probably going to have Kula and Skolo as your rewards there to make the Skulasaurus. And then in the second advantage tournament, which is going to be week 4, your reward is most likely going to be Sonosaurus here, which is an exclusive creature. Yeah, always like getting that exclusive creature. And then for the 5th one, like you get boost in there, coins, DNA, and then I don't remember what that 5th week typically is. It's something that we normally don't get though, but I could just, my mind is drawing a blank. But the point of all this is to say that Skuna is really good and it is going to be your Alliance Championship, which is really nice. As I mentioned, that's going to run August 3 through September 6th. Now, for your daily missions, you're going to get Pelta, Antarctopelta, I think, which is also really nice. It makes part of Tovin and also in exclusive creatures. So a lot of exclusivity coming in the month of August, and there is a lot to be happy about here. And then the email goes on to say that next week's theme will be the hybrid showcase, which will run July 26th through August 1. The creatures are going to be in order of rarity: Gallimimus, Velociraptor, Irritator Gen 2, and Nundasuchus. For your rares, you're going to have 2 Jangosaurus, Meolania, and T-Rex Gen 2. Moving on into the weekend's epics: Woolly Mammoth, Monolophosaurus, and T-Rex. Remember last week when I said, or in the previous video when I said, don't bother darting T-Rex because it's probably the most common epic of all these weekend things? Well, here it is again. So that is going to be a quick sneak peek at next week. All right, so now let's briefly jump over into what it is that I'm going to start tomorrow's tournament with. And first and foremost, compies. If you've unlocked it, use it. It is that good. The next thing I'm going to use is Gemini Titan. Gemini Titan is just kind of a good utility opener. It doesn't really do a lot fantastic, but it doesn't get demolished by a lot either. It should help you determine what your opponent has in their hand, and it's not really going to put you in a big hole right off the bat, which is kind of what you want when you have these advantage tournaments. You want to kind of keep everything even, or you want to get out to a big lead. And then I'm going to use Scorpius Rex Gen 3 because it's honestly, it's one of the best creatures in the game. And then there it is, Spoonosaurus. Spoonosaurus does a lot of things really well, especially taking care of the flock creature. So if you find yourself struggling, Spoonosaurus is going to be a good starting spot for taking care of those. Moving on, we have the Epic Rhino for swap in damage, and basically swap in damage. It's that good. Quetzalryan is going to be like, I don't know why Quetzalryan's not used in the arena more, but in this format, it does really well. It's going to neutralize compies really well. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken from the previous time that we had this, it's going to be a really nice counter for those Scorpius Rex Gen 3. Moving on to Monolorino, again, it's going to be a nice counter to Scorpius Rex Gen 3, as well as do some swap in damage. And then you have the Mamolania. And Mamolania is just annoying AF. That is what it boils down to. If you'll notice, I have like nothing here that does armor piercing damage really. I mean, Orion does on its base attack, and then Gemini Titan can break shields and probably go through armor on its DSA. But other than that, not a lot of armor or shield breaking. So that is going to be the creature that I'm going to use to troll my opponents with. Like I said, this is just the first iteration of this team as the meta shifts. And it's really weird because over the course of the weekend, the meta will shift. This too could shift. And quite honestly, there are so many things that are viable in this range of creatures that I don't expect many people to be running the same team. I expect to see a lot of Magnas. There's going to be some Thors, and not a lot of them, but there will be some Thors. There will be Trichosaurus. Erlicospikes is probably going to make its way in there somewhere. So there is going to be some variance and some variety in this. It's not going to be the same 8 dinos over and over and over. You will see some of the same Scorpius Rex compies, definitely those. Other than that, I think everything else is kind of mix and match, whatever fits your play style and your creatures the best. But there you go. Now you know what you need to know to be in the know. That's a lot of no's, but yes, my Discord, it is new, it is improved. There is a link in the description below. Come over and check out what's going on. Hang out with us. Start a conversation. Be part of the conversation. A lot of good people over there. A lot of information being shared, and it's being updated all the time. So if there's something that's not there that you want, make a suggestion, and maybe it'll be there. And maybe we're working on it anyways. If you like this video, make sure you do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and consider doing so. It really helps the channel grow. And let me know down in the comments below, what team are you going to be starting with, and what creature do you think is going to be your MVP? MVP. Yeah, that's all I've got for this video. So until next time.